So you can see like yesterday I talked till here. Now let's get into what the actual process is. What is my strategy? I call my strategies as the Dow of markets. This is the funny name I came up with. Like because why Dow? Because I my strategy changes according to the markets. It is not a single mechanical strategy in a way. It's a strategy which adapts itself at every point of time according to what the markets are saying to me. I will explain how I do it. I'll dictate my trades and see if you guys can understand uh, what I actually do. So what I do is it is pretty simple. I draw my levels first and then I refine my levels. So let's get started. Let me do it live on screen here. Let me draw the levels. Uh, let's just remove all of it. Okay. So there are no levels on the chart right now. So how I draw my levels? Uh, First, I go to weekly. Weekly high and low are important. Uh, so it's pretty uh, standard for me to have them in my important levels. So for this week, the levels are pretty new. So it's just this high and low, and I'll also add previous week high and low also. So as far as weekly levels is concerned, on an intraday basis, these weekly levels are enough for me because market is very rarely going to like move past these levels. Then I come to daily. Uh, for weekly, only high and low is important for me. For daily, previous day high and low is also important. Uh, so previous day, but yesterday was holiday, so I won't take into account this candle. There was no actual market activity yesterday, so it's better to consider the Friday levels than to consider yesterday's level. So I'll just take into account this low of Friday, and as far as this high is concerned, let's just put it there, just for the sake of it. Yeah. So then let's just jump right to the hourly level. This is where I'm looking for my main levels. These are the levels of actual support and resistance, which I'm going to like follow. So let's just see how I draw these levels. Basically, I like wicks. I like multiple rejections from my hourly levels. So you can see like right in the middle of it, there are many rejections from this level. You can see there are a couple of rejections here. There is a rejection here. There is a rejection here. There was very like there is some resistance here. There is a rejection here. There is a rejection here. So it's a pretty good hourly level. And these wicks are not aligned. Like they are not exactly at the same level. So how to precisely draw it? What I consider is I take into account the latest rejections when I draw my level. So like all of these rejections are around the same level, but I have to draw a line. I don't want to draw a zone. So I like to draw my lines where the like most recent rejection has happened. So it is around here, but we have taken into account the past data also. But yeah, but for the drawing sake, I'm like drawing near this level. So you can see that it has covered all the rejections I was talking about. So yeah, today itself we have seen a couple of rejection and like we can see that market is in a range between these two levels. So this is a good start. It means your levels are like pretty accurate. If you can see that they're respecting pretty well. We want more levels. So more hourly levels, let's say market goes beyond this and like goes below this line, so uh, it's better to have more levels. So there is not much. Yeah, the data is here. Yeah, we can see there is some rejection here, uh, and this this is a zone. Like in this zone, there was rejection. We can see in the past there is also rejection around this level. So this is an approximate zone, but yeah, we have to we need some more levels. So like, let's just put at the latest rejection, and this is another pretty good hourly level, and we can adjust it later. But yeah, for just we are just putting the levels out there. It's not important that they should be accurate from the start. And let's also see whether we get more levels here. Yeah, we have taken into account this one, this one. So yeah, let's put a level here. As you can see, uh, we have couple of like support and resistances here. The market took some slight rejection from here, then break it, retest it, and then again come back here, and then rejected again. The market went all the way down to here, then came back and again rejected from this level. So this is a pretty important level, I would say. So we have to keep an eye on it. And the latest rejection was around these. It rejected around two times here. So let's just put it on top of this wick. Yeah. So as far as hourly levels are concerned, this should be enough for now. Now let's refine the levels. These are rough levels. Okay, market has started. Market is open. Let's see. I have another screen open where I have like pre-drawn levels. So I just want to my main goal of this stream is to demonstrate how I trade. So I will complete the levels later. Like I have already drawn levels on another uh, chart. So like I'll just use those for reference, but I'll explain my process. So how I am going to act. And these levels are pretty accurate as far as I'm concerned. We don't need much refinement. I was pretty thorough when explaining these. So let's just try to like trade the market itself. Um, as I have said, like I trade the open and like this is a good area. If we get a rejection here, uh, let's see the volatility first. Volatility is around 13, so it's better to reduce our size. I'll take 3 micros. We are getting some rejection here. Let's see if it follows through, and we can plan an entry here. This is a simple, yeah, we can plan an entry here. This it is following my risk reward pretty well. It is simple price action. You can see this is almost 1.5, more than 1.5 hour. So you see, like I haven't done anything. Like I followed the trend. It was below this 7 SMA line. So I traded, I took a trade to the downside. There was a level here. The candle closed pretty strongly below this level. And like there was also this um, micro resistance here. Uh, so market like rejected right from there. That's why like I took this trade. So it might seem pretty random at first. It might seem really fast at first, but it all of these things were in my mind when I entered into this position. So now I have everything figured. Like my stop is managed, my position size is managed, my reward is uh, pretty like probable. If it goes in this direction, I'll easily get this target. And as you can see, this is not my practice account. This is my well, which I'm trading, and you can see that it's a pretty good entry. So we like the important thing, as you can see, like after this couple of rejection and the break of this low, I've just trailed my stop slightly. Now my risk is pretty low on this trade, and like I can let it run. So like you have to like train yourself in a way that you can see all these things at the same time. Uh, that what is the short term trend? Where are these levels? Where market can potentially reverse? What kind of entries do you want? You want to enter where when like there is like a point of you to safely put your SL. Uh, so I got that like when the this price reversed from this micro resistance and it closed below this hourly key level for me. It was a pretty like good entering opportunity for me because my I can put my SL above this and like I can just enter, and it doesn't matter like if it gets my stop now. But yeah, it's a pretty good entry in my definition. Uh, as far as like single trades are concerned, like you shouldn't give like much attention towards uh, like whether the trade is going to succeed or fail. It doesn't matter actually. In the end, what matters is like whether you get all the things you wanted from your ideal trade. What I mean by this is whether you know what the current volatility of the market is, so you can adjust your size according to that. As I said that I immediately was the market volatility and it was around 14. So like yeah, I can just trade it further. Now I won't get any loss from this position. I can just yeah, I can just trail the uh, position further. You can see perfect. So that this was a like uh, I'm pretty happy with this trade. I can talk more about it. So like let me explain again what I did. First, I drew my levels. I drew these in front of you guys. So I didn't even reference my other chart as I was saying that I have like my 1 hour and 3 minute chart open on another screen. So like that's that. Like I can show you. It should be visible. So these have already like levels. But yeah, I didn't need those. Like I I I saw that the market has opened. I took the volatility into account. I know my size that around 8 ATR level, I need 5 micros. So if the ATR was uh, around like 14, so I just reduced my size. It was almost double of the like 8 ATR boundary I have set. So like I have to correspondingly reduce my size according to that. So if the market volatility at the open was let's say around 8, I would have entered with 5 macros. But it was 14, so it demanded a slightly larger stop loss compared to the 8 ATR because market is moving faster. So like we have to take into account into that. You cannot always enter with the same size and same SL. You have to adjust your stop loss and target according to the market's volatility. So this is my signature opening trade. Like this is these like guys are very fond of in the group. Uh, so this is what I do actually. It's pretty simple. But the important thing here is to not like do any stupid thing like entering with your regular 10 contract size when the volatility is let's say 10, but the market has opened with a volatility of 30. If you are entering with the 10 micros, then so you're taking 3 times the risk. Like your SL should be like 3 times the your usual SL when you trade with only like 10 ATR level. So you guys can stop whenever you want me. Like if there is any doubt, you can just put it in the chat, and can just directly speak, unmute yourself, and just can directly ask me, and I will be happy to explain things. But yeah, I'm trying to explain what I did. So like, so what I did, like market, I drew my levels. I hourly levels are important for me. Like let's say this candle would had closed below this level, so then I would not have entered here. Like I would have waited till another candle or two has broken this hourly level, and then I would have entered in the. But I got my ideal entry. I was following the short term trend using this 7 SMA. There is, it's very simple. Like I I have made my setup as simple as possible. I have tried many complicated things in the past, and making things complicated doesn't work very well in the markets. uh, as so let's just talk about it. What happened? So let me just put it there. I entered here. I put my assets there, and my target was around this level. Hmm. It should, so this was a 2 hour opportunity for me. As you can see, I have my bracket already set up. So the bracket is set according to the dollar level. So my SL is $120, and my target is around, you can see 300, 130, $140, and my target is around 300. So you can see like it's more than 2 hour preset. So I didn't change it. So for this trade, because I had to explain some things. Uh, so you guys should like keep in mind, I'm just following a simple price action. The more complicated you make your trading, the more difficult it is going to like be in the long run. You rather than focusing on the strategy itself, strategy by strategy I mean how you enter the trades. You should focus more on how you are going to adapt when market changes lately. So like let's see, let me see if there is another opportunity forming here. There might be a good long setup here. If this is another hourly level. If we get a strong green candle close upon above this blue line and with volume, we can enter the long and we can enter the short if this closes below this. So let's see. Uh, yeah. So let's just enter. Here my sell is, I have entered with only two contracts here because I am explaining and I cannot focus well. But this is a good trade. Like I have a pretty defined like SL here. The market, this candle closed with volume, break down with volume, and if it gets my SL, it doesn't matter. Like I will only lose less than $100 on this trade. But if it goes in my direction, I'm going to like get uh, like at least $150. So it's more than 2 hours. So this is how you should like trade in the market. You should always keep risk reward in your favor, so you can afford to lose more. It doesn't matter if this trade is going to win or lose, but what matters is that if it got taken out, I can enter again. If it breaks below this level again, I can enter again. My SL will be there. Uh, no problem. Yeah, I can enter again. So let me put my SL there for now. So like your strategy should be such that you can afford to lose and it doesn't hurt you in any way, like psychologically, your wallet, like not, your strategy should like allow you to lose and win, and it shouldn't affect you. Even if it's got taken out, my there will still be a lot of profit because I need only a couple of good wins. Now I can enter the long because the trend is clearly shifted for me. It's a good double bottom setup. I scalp pretty aggressively. So now I'm going to take this trade. till this level. Let's see if I lose it. So you guys can see that I'm not afraid of taking trades. I got two losers in a row, but like still I'm in profit. You can see, and still I'm like confident in taking trades. Why I took this trade is this was a key level for me, hourly level. It tried to break it a couple of times but failed to do so. Yeah, there was a strong rejection after that. There was this micro double bottom here. There is this micro double bottom here. So I just and I waited till the candles closed above this blue line. So there is a definition in my definition. This is a slight shift of trend for me. That's why I entered this long. Now I just have to wait and see if it gets to my level. But this is a thought process behind it. It is pretty simple, but the more emphasis or is on like how I am managing my trade. Like you can see, I'm managing my size, I'm managing my stop loss, I'm managing my risk reward here, and I am looking at levels. I'm looking at very like few patterns like these double bottoms, and I'm looking at this line for trend. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is it. Strategy is pretty simple, but my risk reward allows me to like uh, get into these trades. So it doesn't matter. Like I can take 10 trades like this, and in the end, the probabilities are going to favor me from experience. So you shouldn't be afraid of taking trades if you are following your plan. That's what I'm saying. So it would be better if it rejects from here, and then I can trail myself again from below till this level. If it goes below this level, it's going to take me out, but it's not a problem for me. But this is how I trade actually, and it's good that you guys can see some losses, so that you can get an idea that how can I take three losses in a row and only one profitable trade. Still, I am like that positive on that day. So that would be a pretty good example uh, to show you guys. So let's see if it takes me out. I don't know why I trailed till here. It should be, yeah. This is a good asset. Yeah, that I did. I don't know why I trailed so aggressively in the beginning. I should first you should let it run. Like if the like at the beginning of the trade, it's important to not get too hasty. Let the market do its thing. When you are sure that like it's going to it's not going to come at my entry or my stop now, then you start trailing it. So so now I'm pretty sure that if it goes below this wick, it's going to take me out. So that's why I'm trailing it now, because it made this huge wick and then like goes up till here. But now if it goes below this wick, it's pretty likely that it's going to continue downward. So like it's better to trail till this wick. That's how I manage my position. So you should like always ask yourself if else statement while you are in a trade or before entering the trade. Like I was asking myself that like now if now I am asking myself that if the price comes and takes this wick, I'm pretty sure that it's going to take this bottom also. So there is no point in giving the full SL. Uh, so that's why I trailed it. Now, if the candle closes above this high, I can trail it further. Yeah, I can slightly trail it further. So that's why I manage my risk in the position. So like yeah, so let it run, let this trade run. So now I'm sure that like it has taken this high. Now if it going to come back till this level, it's pretty likely that it's going to like take me out and take this wick out and get to this bottom. So that's how you should ask yourself question when you are trailing, whether the price like is going to like crush your level, or is it a safe level for you. What I mean by that is if your SL should be such that that if it comes to your level, you should be pretty confident that it's going to go further down from there. That's what I mean by good SL trading. So uh, I cannot trail it further now. Like this is the high of this area. Let's see uh, if it goes further. But yeah, you should be pretty patient while in a trade. The trend is still up. It's still following this 7 SMA. So there is no reason for me to like consider like cutting this trade now. As long as market is moving up, yeah, there is nothing for me to do uh, until I get another point to trade, which I will get if the price breaks this high. If the price breaks this high, I will trail my like SL above my entry. So this is what I mean when to trade the open. Trading the open only means managing your position. Managing your position, what I mean is managing your position size and your risk reward. That's it. And you can just simply trade the simplest form of price action there is. That's all it is. So So all you need is is couple of good trades in a day, and like it's like why do you need to like sit for like 3 or 4 hours throughout the whole day when you can just make your money in the first hour itself? That is the question I ask myself. That market is pretty fast at the open, so like there is no need for me to uh, yeah, as I was saying, the price took this high when it reversed from there, so I can at least trace my trade till break even. Now, if it takes me out, it takes me out. It doesn't matter. But yeah, this is like this is how I trail my trade, and we can see that the trend is slightly shift. So I am allowing it to hit my SL, but I would have like killed the trade manually if I was like managing my position alone, like while I was not talking. So we saw that the longs are not working, so we should wait. We will see for a better opportunity. But yeah, I took losses and one break even and one win, and I'm still profitable on that day. So this is a like good example to show you guys like how I actually trade. Now we can see that the volatility has slightly decreased. It's come to 10 now, so I can come to like I can adjust my size to 4. Like the volatility has slightly decreased now, so I can adjust my size according to that, and like when I enter another position, I will like uh, use this 4 micro size. So let's see if we cannot enter for shorts here because like I am waiting for this level to break down for shorts, and I have no good place to put my SL, and I don't want to like enter right above this level again. I want to like this low to clearly break down, and I can and consider another long if another strong green candle closes above this one. So let's see if it gets to that. Yeah, it should be like yeah, it should be good head and shoulder type of thing. It should just close above this level, and I will enter. Yeah, I cannot enter here. You can see that there was a lot of buying on this green candle. There was a lot of volume, so the buyers are definitely here, and we can easily see this level again. But if it goes above, so let's wait for this candle to close. Okay, so the candle found pretty huge. Let's see if I can get a rejection to this point. If it comes back to here, I will enter. Yeah, because it will skew my um, risk reward if I enter up there. Yeah, let it come. Yeah, I can enter here now. Okay. So this was pretty unexpected. You should, that's why you should always set your brackets in advance so that you can like avoid these kinds of situation. So whatever my bracket was, $200, it got taken out pretty aggressively. But yeah, there are definitely sellers here, so we can like, and the level is has broken, so we can definitely enter here. Yeah. So what you guys understood, right? What I mean by trading like this. You shouldn't be afraid when you are trading. Like whatever happens, if you are following your plan, you can take multiple trades in a single day and still be like pretty profitable. Let me just cover two. Okay, it's fine. What happened? Okay, I covered my position. Okay, I misclicked some buttons, so that was something you shouldn't do. This is something you should not follow, I guess. But yeah, we have recovered our loss and like made it like I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to like I was in with four micros. I was just trying to cover two of those and let the other two run till here. But I somehow like instead of buying two, I sold another two. Like that made me like do that mistake. But yeah, it is something we should avoid. Uh, but yeah, in hindsight, it was actually a good thing. But okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, what I was planning to do was I was covering two here, and for the remaining two, my SL would be like on this candle at the break even, and I would have let it run till here. But yeah, I messed up and I had to cover the whole position. But yeah, you should always be prepared for everything. Like trading is a risky sport, so anything can happen. Like you see that I entered, I entered right at this position, but yeah, I should have waited to for it to reject from here. That was a mistake. So I am not perfect, but yeah, this was a we can get another opportunity from here. But the candle is huge, so let's see if we can let it. Let me explain first. Yeah. So I entered, I wanted to enter long. The volume was okay on this rejection. It broke out pretty aggressively to the upside. So I thought it was a good place to take a long. So I waited till it came back till here, but I didn't waited for it to reject again. I should have waited for that to happen, but yeah. So I entered and like my entire like my bracket was set in advance, so it immediately took me out. So like yeah, so there was slight mistake here, but in the end it was okay. But then I had already had other plan that like if it breaks strongly with volume of this level, I'm going to enter here. That was my original plan when this thing was happening, but suddenly it reversed from this level and I flipped my view aggressively. But yeah, so so you shouldn't hesitate when you know what you're doing. Like I'm just reading the price action. I'm just following my rules. I'm just managing my risk reward, and I'm profitable in the end. Like this trade recovered all of like all of the loss like I took. I only got profit in two trades, and I made loss in like four trades till now today. So you can see that I've lost twice as much as I have won, but I'm still in profit. So this is what a profitable strategy should look like. But in the end, it all comes down to execution and adjusting yourself according to the market. So the market is again at 14 ATR. So my size should be around three now. Hmm. Yeah, four is slightly large for this market. This is a double bottom. If the candle closes, green candle closes above this, I can consider getting into another long. But yeah, we should wait for confirmation before entering. So if this green candle closes above this, I'm going to enter another long. It should close above this level. So let's wait. It didn't close above that level. This is a nice double bottom, and price is rejecting here. So if it breaks this level, I'm going to enter a short because it will be a break and retest of this hourly level for me. I just need a volume when it goes down, and I need volume when it goes up. So both longs and shorts are possible around this level. So let's see what the market does. Okay, there is news now. We There is news right now, so we should avoid trading it. Like I am not going to trade it. I forgot to notice the news. Yeah, but it is right in 10 seconds now. So yeah, don't get involved in news. That's why like I took these losses. I generally don't trade when there is news right around the open. That's why the market is not relatively kind of choppy today because the news was so close. We were trading so close near the news. So that's why the market was behaving in this manner. But when there is no news in general, like the market is pretty confident at the open. Like we see like continuous 5 to 10 candles of single same color um, generally. Like so, trading news is very tricky. So I don't know how to trade news. So I usually avoid like trading my account when there is news on the days there is news. So for the demonstration's sake, I agreed to trade today when there was news. So it is like working out pretty well compared to some other days when I tried to trade the news and got absolutely crushed in the market. So you see, like there is no point of trading the news. Like the market now, the price is not following any rules. Like it rejected from here and broke this low, and then again came back to this level, and like so that's why I don't like trading the news because the definition, like the whole price action itself, changes its nature when there is news around. Like there is a lot of mm, random buyers and sellers near the news. So you shouldn't like. It's no different than a coin flip. And another reason I don't like to trade the news is of the uncertainty and volatility. Like you can see on this ATR chart, there are huge like um, outliers in the single period ATR. Like you can see this candle itself was 46 points. So you cannot like know in advance when these candles are forming, and these candles generally form when there is the news is around. So that's why this thing also happened. That's why I got taken out at this place because the news was so close. So this volatility came because of the news itself. So that's why the trade didn't worked out as it was supposed to be. First of all, there was some mistake in entering the process of entering itself. But yeah, another factor for the failure of this trade is most probably because of this upcoming news event. So, so yeah, I didn't notice it at that time, and I entered the short. It somehow worked out, but yeah, I'm going to wait 5 more minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, uh, before taking any more trades because price needs to like settle after a news event. It's still going to be chaotic for at least another 5 minutes. So, so we should avoid like getting involved in the news if we don't have any particular news based setup. And you see like there is no way you could have predicted that it's going to like roll down like that after breaking this high. And so this is what I mean when I say that I avoid the news, because my price action don't work um, around news. So let's wait and let's see. I explained this trade, why I entered it. It followed that there was this is a resistance, resistance level. Uh, this was my hourly level. There was a pretty good volume and like breakdown of this hourly level, and my risk reward was managed. So that this was a pretty good entry. Uh, I got the 2 hour on this trade itself, and like then then I tried to uh, I got 300 on that one. Then let's see. So chart executions. Yeah. So yeah, I exited on this trade here. Then I took a trade on the breakdown of this level. But yeah, I got taken out. Then I tried one more time for the downside. But yeah, it didn't work out. So it's okay. Then I tried this long position from here. There was bottom, and the candle closed above this blue line for me. Uh, the volume was not supporting, so that's a thing. But yeah, it worked out. But yeah, then I got taken out at break even. Then I entered. Uh, yeah, this is the candle I exited from this long position around break even. And this is the candle I entered for a long, because this is the candle. So I didn't wait for it to close. It should have rejected slightly, then I should have entered here. So it took me out instantly, and I but it followed my rules, and there was a pretty good volume and like volatility on that candle. So I was pretty confident that it's not going to like come back again to this level. So that's why I immediately entered the short position here and recovered all my losses and made some on top of that. But yeah, the news was around, so I should have like taken into that account. So that's a mistake on my part. But it's good for you guys to see it as an example of what you should keep in mind, like what should you do and what you should not do. So the effect of news is still here. The price action is pretty choppy. You can see there is no higher high, no higher lows. The price is fluctuating around this line. There is still this low here, so we cannot think of shorts here. And so yeah, we have to wait for like a better opportunity here. We cannot just blindly enter. I entered like everywhere. I entered like there was at least some chance of like reversal. Like here I entered for long because there was a chance of rejection from this hourly level or this double bottom. That's why I entered this long here. And I entered the long here again because it moved slightly, almost like 60% to my target, and like again was rejecting from that hourly level. So that's why I entered again. Then and I entered above this blue line. That's my rule. So I was following my rule. That's why I was entering, and it was looking like a inverted head and shoulders to me. So I like to get involved pretty early, but yeah, I didn't take into account the news that was coming. Now we have to we will wait. The opening has almost ended. This volatility is going to sustain for the for 20 more minutes, I guess. Let's see if it if we get if we get it. So this low got taken out. So let's see. But I cannot enter for a long here. My target is not making sense. Enter here. I have to put my SL here. No, no, no. I cannot enter long for here because if I enter, the risk reward is not making any sense. So I cannot enter longs until the price comes above this level. Then I can target the next level. But now I cannot because there's a pretty good chance that it's going to reverse again from this zone. So I will consider taking a shot if it rejects from here again. So let's wait. Hmm. So let's go over this one more time. I draw my levels. Hourly levels are important. As you can see here, the price is mostly following these hourly levels. You see that there was a rejection on this hourly level. There was a reaction here on this hourly level. The next reaction is majorly around this hourly level. So that's why I like majorly give importance to my hourly levels. This is why it's important for me to like consider hourly levels. Like at the opening hour, mm, these are the main points of interest for me, and they usually work pretty well, as you can see here. So refining levels is very simple. You just reduce your time frame, draw the levels from weekly to daily to hourly, and then go to 15 minute and try to just like sort of uh, make them more precise, uh, so that you can get the best possible levels. Now, when considering your trades, for every trade, you should ask. I ask this question first: ki, what is the market doing? So if the market is trendy, like it was here, so I was considering joining the trend. That's what I mean by like asking what's the market doing. If the market was would have been like this area, then I would have like waited till the price reached the extreme and waited for like an opportunity to make a range play, rejection from the top or, or the bottom of the range. So that's how I get involved in ranges. Mm. One tool I use is this regression channel. So I usually like get into trades at the top and like the bottom of this regression channel. So it is pretty handy, and you should always like. So what's the market doing? Another important factor is to take into account the volatility. So when you are asking what's the market doing, uh, you see that the market is around 12 ATR, so my size should be around 3 to 4 for now. At the 7 8 ATR level, I trade with 5 micros, but around 11 12 ATR, it's the size. I have to adjust my size according to the market, and this is the most important thing for me. Okay, so identify trend, range, and choppiness. Choppiness, what I mean by choppiness is very narrow ranges. That is something you cannot trade. The risk reward will never be in your favor. So you should uh, not get involved in choppiness, and you should follow the trend, and you should wait for the tops and bottom of the range to design a range play. Identify volatility. From this, you can decide your position size before entering. and choose the corresponding price action you want to play. So yeah, if there is a trend you want to get involved um, on a retracement and to join the trend, if there is uh, a range you want to get involved when like there is a rejection from top or bottom. So that's it. Now another important factor is to execute your trades flawlessly. You shouldn't be afraid of entering or exiting your trade if you're following everything like I did today. Like for every trade I took, I always like managed my size. Always had a predefined risk reward in my mind. So I knew that it doesn't matter if I lose this trade because I know that over like 10 to 20 trades, this ratio is going to be in my favor. Yeah. So, and importance of the first trade of the day. This is very important. It's very important that you execute your first trade rather flawlessly. Like there shouldn't be any error in the first trade itself because like it kind of messes your psychology if you don't like uh, act well upon your first trade. And these are a bad first trade doesn't mean that um, you took a loss on the trade. A good first trade means that you acted on your plan. You followed everything you have like decided. You followed your style. You followed your plan. Draw the levels. You define the levels. You identified the market. You decided the size before entering, and you had a risk reward in mind. So that's what I mean by like the importance of first trade. So you should like make sure that the first trade is executed pretty well, and then the subsequent trades are like relatively easy to follow after that one. And it doesn't matter like when whether you are like it doesn't matter that if you are having losses 2 or 3 times simultaneously if you are following your plan because over the long run it's going to come to your side. So this is a pretty good example. Like I took three SLs and one break even today, and two profitable trades, and like you can see that I'm net positive. So it's as simple as that. And yeah, repeat this process over and over again, and this is all you need. You can trade in any kind of market. It doesn't matter if if you have like that's why I wrote here the Tao of market. Like Tao means to flow with the nature. So market is pretty random, pretty chaotic, just like random things happening in nature. So we don't have to we don't have to try to put it into a cage. We can just make our strategy really, really simple and uh, just follow the whatever our intuition and whatever the market is telling us. But but one thing we are doing is we are just managing how we are trading. The only thing we are doing is managing how we are trading. Like how we are trading. How we are trading is managing our risk, managing our size, taking into account the volatility, and taking into account our risk reward, and that's it. Just follow the price action, and you're profitable. So let's see. This is a now we can get in another opportunity. Uh, I will enter with my usual size here. With four micros. If we get a strong rejection from here, let's see. This is another hourly level. So let's try to join this. Yeah, the target is pretty good. The SL is at the right place. So let's see. What I did was just take a double bottom kind of trade, and this was near that hourly level. So it is a zone here. So these kinds of things are like very probable here. So and we traded that. So this is going to be my last trade. Uh, if it took take my SL, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is how I trade. It works pretty well for me. And like I've been making consistent profit with this strategy and with this kind of style. As you can see here, this is today. This is the last week of August, and as you can see, I'm making profit consistently, and I'm trading like this only. So, so I believe the process. Like I have taken like 40 and 29, 69 trades, and my win rate is 57%. My risk reward is net positive. My profit factor is good. So I have no reason to like doubt my strategy. That's what you should do when you're trading. That's why I'm fearless when I'm trading the markets. That's why you can see that market is not phasing me. So let's see. This is my last trade for today, and let's see if it works out. If it breaks this high, I will trade my asset further. Yeah, it it should break this high. Then I will trade my asset. Yeah, ma'am. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I will have a very small loss on the day of around like $80, and like this is not much to make to cover in a single trade. Like I can easily make 2 or 3 times of that in a single trade. So that's why I'm unfazed while I'm trading the open, because I'm always considering my parameters when I'm trading, and it's working pretty well for me. So you can see why not moving the SL is working out here. If I had moved my SL here, it would have got taken out. But yeah, until this high doesn't break, I won't trail it. And I took the long because this is a hourly zone, hourly level. There was a double bottom. There was volume spike here, so I entered around this area, and like this is a pretty good chance to work out if it goes up, and if it doesn't matter. We After entering the trade, we have to remain calm, silent, just think of ways to like effectively trail our stop. Like that's all that matters. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Now I can trail my SL till here. So that's how I trail. So if this stop gets taken out, I will still be net positive on the day after taking 4 SLs and only 2 wins. So this is a nice way to trade. You remain much calm and silent. So we have to just wait. If it gets taken out, gets taken out. There is nothing we can do about it. But yeah. On a per trade basis, it doesn't matter. Like what is the outcome of the trade is. It really doesn't matter. Like, and I have no feelings regarding the win or loss of a single trade. Let's just see and see what happens. Wait and see. That's so we can see our patience is finally paying us. That's how you should interact with your trade. You should let it run. And like now I won't occur any losses. And I can just take out I'm taking out two and I will let other two run. So you see how I made the profit on this one. This is how you should trade. Like I got my 1 point more than 1.5 R here. So that's why I took half of my position here and I can wait for other half of my position for the next target. And yeah, this is how I trade. It doesn't matter like if it takes me out, but yeah, you can see I have made a nice profit while explaining you guys, which is really hard because I do all of this stuff pretty intuition wise, and I mostly just it's hard for me to like put it into words to follow to explain everything that is going on in my mind. So this is a pretty nice experience for me. First time doing this thing, and yeah, it was a really great way to show you guys that how markets can be really simple and fun to trade with. So this high got taken out. That's why I trade my stop here. That's it. I am net plus 263 on the day, and I traded like relatively with a lower size today. Because yeah, for demonstration, and there was news today. So considering all the things uh, that the mistakes I made, I traded the news and everything. I think I did pretty well. So it was pretty nice interacting with you all. Explaining these things is also going to help me a lot for future. I'll look this video and revisit these things for myself also. So so this is like how you should also approach trading. Keep it simple, keep it fun, and it should be such that it shouldn't harm you psychologically and money wise. So that was all for today, and like I think I'm done for today. I won't take any more trades. Uh, I'm usually done with markets uh, till this time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with today's team. So thank you guys for joining. Uh, we can do this some other time also. It was fun doing this for the first time, and I'll just ask Tyler to close the session now. So this was pretty nice. I showed you guys uh, how I traded. Let's look at the stats until Tyler closes the stream. Day win percent is 60%. It's showing 60% because like uh, I exited that trade in three chunks. That the short that worked out for me. That's why it's showing 60%. But yeah, day win percent is 60%, right? Aligning with this one. And yeah, so let's see. Today we saw in the first trade I entered with three micros. The volatility was that I get $300, and I like took one, two, three losses. Like one loss here, one break even, another loss here, uh, and then like very small like profit, another loss here. You can see that there are four losses, and the short I entered like it exited in like three or four chunks. That's why the like ratio kind of skewed up. But yeah, it was a single trade. This is the thing. This thing is showing into three parts. These three trades are actually the exit of one trade. This was one shot. You can see. So this is a single trade. I recovered around 225 back from this and another around 200 from my last trade. So so this is how I trade and it works really well for me. So I hope you guys get something out of it. And thanks for having me.